Why, hello there, I'm Professor Joel, and welcome to another episode of Planet Scooby Reviews. Today we are covering Soggy Bog Scooby, and this is part 2 of the 9th episode of Richie Rich Scooby Doo Show, and it originally aired on January 3rd, 1981. Here we see the gang fishing for dinner in a swamp, but they catch a swamp monster instead. I don't have any trivia for this one, so let's get rocking and rolling with that review. The episode begins with the gang fishing in a swamp, and they've been fishing all day long without catching a thing. Scrappy eventually catches a swamp monster, who, I must admit, looks pretty cool. He's got this cool like fin on his back.
We haven't caught a single fish, and I'm hungry. Yikes!
Scooby and Shaggy try to escape, but of course, Scrappy tries to capture the swamp monster. The gang end up on a dilapidated riverboat where the chase continues. Shaggy and Scooby take a quick break to check the boat's kitchen, but all the cupboards are bare. Scrappy does find a can of cream of broccoli soup, and in a funny scene, Scooby uses the swamp monster's jaws to open up the can of soup.
Maybe we'll find something to eat in here. Oh boy, the cupboard is bare. Cream broccoli? No wonder it's the only can left. Broccoli? Yuck! Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Puppy power!
The gang then pose as some Dixieland entertainers to confuse the swamp monster.
Like way down upon the Swanee River.
Far, far away.
And after a final chase on the boat's paddle wheel, they pry it off so the swamp monster paddles himself back into the foggy swamp. With another adventure over, Scooby and Shaggy and Scrappy head off on their next adventure. I give this episode a 3 out of 10. This one was, again, just pure stupid and silliness, but it had a monster. I like monsters. We like monsters. I like spookiness. This one's 3 out of 10. The swamp monster was cool. The swamp was cool as well. Swamp monster isn't any kind of like gator ghoul, not as scary, not as dangerous, but he looked cool enough. And at just 7 minutes, this one was just, quick entertainment, junk food for the mind. And I doubt I'll remember this in a couple weeks or two after I upload this video. But yeah, not a bad episode. The real cool part, the fun part that I liked is when Scooby uses the monster's jaws to open up a can of cream of broccoli. That made me smile. I like that scene quite a bit. Bravo to whoever wrote that scene in. That was cool. Anyway, that wraps up another episode for me. I want to thank everyone once again for any views, likes, subscribes, shares, and comments. Everyone is just wonderful. You're all awesome. So thank you very much. Anyway, until next week when I will be covering Scooby Gumbo, stay spooky.